Picture a house with a single front door, a safe in the study, and a rooftop hatch that opens to an alley. Who you let into the house determines what they can touch. A friend who borrows a cup of sugar can't take the safe. A contractor working on the roof can. Access is the same idea, but for systems. Not all access is created equal. Some keys open closets, some keys open the vault. When we talk about security, access is the quiet currency attackers trade in, not because they love credentials, but because those credentials are capabilities. Before we define categories or controls, you need one simple mental model. Access equals capability. A login is not just an identity, it's a permission to do things. Slow reveal, that's the crucial shift. Once you see access as what it lets someone do, everything else falls into place. So what are the levels? And why do some accounts matter so much they can ruin the whole business? Imagine 3 doors in a company. The front door, the server room, and the CEO's office. The front door is broad access, regular users, customers, public services. The server room is elevated access, service accounts, internal tools, sensitive data. The CEO's office is high-value access, admins, root, encryption keys, identity providers. Each door represents a different access level. The difference is not just who uses it, it's what they can accomplish if misused. Broad access is an opportunity. Elevated access is leverage. High-value access is game over. Now let me be concrete, because words like elevated can still feel abstract. Start at the bottom, public, unauthenticated access. These are things anyone can reach. Product pages, public APIs, marketing sites. Exposure is expected. Risk is mostly availability and reputation. Next, authenticated user access. A normal employee account. It can read data, run workflows, and interact with systems. If compromised, it's bad, but usually recoverable. Then service and machine accounts. These are non-human identities used by apps and automation. They often hold long-lived credentials and broad, quiet permissions. They're ideal for lateral movement because systems trust systems. Higher still, privileged accounts. Admins, operators, and platform owners. They make configuration changes, create accounts, and assign permissions. Compromise here multiplies risk quickly. New backdoors, disabled alerts, deleted logs. At the top, ultimate keys, root, domain admin, cloud provider owner, encryption key custodians, CI or CD signing keys. When these are in the wrong hands, you don't have an incident, you have control loss. Think of each access level as a different class of key. A house key, a safe key, a master key. Losing any is bad. Losing the master key is catastrophic. So why do threat actors chase different keys? Because keys are leverage. A financially motivated attacker might want payroll data. A persistent espionage actor wants service accounts and signing keys. A disruptive actor wants admin or infra access they can destroy publicly. Important twist. Attackers often don't aim for the highest key first. They take stairs, not windows. They begin with easy keys, phishing a user, scraping a public API, exploiting weak service credentials, then use those to escalate, pivot to service accounts, abuse trust relationships, and finally target master keys. This process has names you'll hear: initial access, row lateral movement, privilege escalation, persistence. But the narrative is the same. Access levels are stepping stones. Each one opens new doors. Now let's look for patterns you can act on. Pattern 1. Most used is most risky. Accounts that touch many systems, service accounts, automation tokens, are high impact because they connect islands. A single abused token can move fast. Pattern 2. Long-lived credentials are a time bomb. API keys or secrets that never change give attackers time to discover and exploit them. Short-lived credentials reduce dwell time. Pattern 3. Implicit trust is the enemy. Systems often trust other systems implicitly. If this machine says so, it's fine. That assumption makes service accounts powerful attack conduits. Pattern 4. Privilege concentration hurts. When one person or one account can do many things, compromise is costly. Distribute power where possible. Pattern 5. Human paths and machine paths differ. Humans are phishable. Machines are exploitable by code. Both need different controls. From the attacker's toolkit, a chain of moderate accesses often beats a single dramatic exploit. Why? Because it's stealthy and resilient. They can rebuild, persist, and hide in legitimate activity because their access looks normal. How do we design access that limits damage instead of multiplying it? Here are the solutions. First, least privilege as default. Give people and machines only what they need and no more. Don't grant future permissions just in case. Second, just in time and just enough access. Make high privileges temporary and audited. Admin access should be minted when needed and revoked immediately after. Third, short-lived credentials and key rotation. Use ephemeral tokens, rotate keys automatically, and avoid long-lived secrets sitting in code or storage. Fourth, segmentation and micro-perimeters. Limit what each access can reach. Service A shouldn't be able to call every database just because it runs in the same network. Fifth, strong authentication and multi-factor where it matters. MFA for human accounts and strong attestation for machine identities. Don't treat human and machine authentication the same, but make both robust. Sixth, monitor intent, not only success. Look for unusual sequences, one account suddenly querying many systems, or a service token being used from an unexpected host. Behavioral alerts catch chained abuses early. Seventh, privileged access reviews and ownership. Every high-level key should have a visible owner and an expiry. If no one owns it, it will become a problem. And finally, defense in depth for master keys. Store the highest value keys in hardened vaults with limited policy, strict change control, and offline recovery. One final reality check. You cannot protect every key equally. Some keys must exist for the business to function. The goal is to reduce the chances that a single stolen or misused key can collapse everything. Remember the house, locks on every door, but also a safe for the jewels, a camera for suspicious activity, and a rule that the master key is kept under triple control. That's what access design looks like in practice. Systems don't break because attackers get clever. They break because access isn't treated as capability, and because one small, normal-looking account can be the key that opens the whole place. If you change how you think about access, from who is this to what can this do, you'll start designing controls that actually limit damage, not just block obvious attacks. That's the power of access levels, not just who's inside, but what they can accomplish while they're there.